NFL draft season is upon us, and look around the jabroni NFC North. All these other teams getting in the way of the Vikings, ascending back to the heights, reclaiming the division on to hoist a dozen Lombardis in 10 years. So it would be really annoying if the general managers, Gutekunst and Ryan Pace and new guy Brad Holmes, actually drafted good players as opposed to what they usually do. So here are the NFC North draft picks that I would hate as a Vikings fan. So the rest of NFC, Lions in at 7, and for that we thank you. Bears in at 20, as well as the Packers at 29. Now the Lions do have potential for some additional drafts compensation if and when they do ship Matthew Stafford out somewhere. So yeah, number 7 though, Lions, no pants for Trey Lance. It would hurt. It would hurt a lot. And if they do potentially get a first for Stafford, I don't know if teams will go that far, but we'll see. They could have plenty of ammunition to move all the way up. Not to 1, but maybe 2, maybe 3. They get Zach Wilson. They get a Justin Fields, even though I don't know how their fan base would react to Ohio State jabroni as their quarterback, so we'll see. But, man, if they stand pat at 7, the pride of Marshall, Minnesota, the pride of NDSU is within range. 6'4", 226, big arm, athletic, takes care of the football. 2019 as a redshirt freshman, 2,786 yards passing, 28 tutties, 0 picks. Also ran for 1,100 on the ground, 14 touchdowns, undisputed national champions yet again, and worried because we'd have to play him twice a year, and it would just suck. A native son, just like, it's like how Frank Ragnow has turned himself into a Pro Bowl and All-Pro center, the pride of Chanhassen, who could have gone to the Gophers, but now went to Arkansas. But nah. I don't think I can handle it. I don't think I can handle a Minnesota battery of Ragnow and Trey Lance. And hell, maybe they get Trey Lance at 7, and maybe with a later first round pick they get Bateman. No, not so much. But he would be phenomenal. Plus Zimmer and his defenses have struggled against mobile quarterbacks, and just like, he would be a phenomenal building block for the Holmes-Campbell Lions going forward. Next up, so you got the Bears. Christian BARMORE out of Bama. Yeah, number 20 overall. It's well within range. And we've talked about that. If the Vikings did want to get into the BARMORE business and couldn't trade down for 14, is 14 a little bit high for him? To a degree, because even though he had a phenomenal college football run, he's basically only been a full-time starter for a year. But but the Bears do have more pressing needs on offensive line and wide receiver, maybe even quarterback. Well, should be quarterback. But strictly as a Vikings fan, this would annoy the hell out of me, because they do have Akeem Hicks in the middle, but he's going to be 31. Well, he is 31. He's going to be 32. They're probably going to lose Roy Robertson Harris in free agency, so they got some snaps available on the defensive interior. And then you got BARMORE, 6'5", 310, redshirt sophomore, just scratching that surface of his potential and dominance. And then the 2 college football playoff games against Notre Dame and Ohio State, he had 12 pressures, 2 sacks, and 10 run stops. Single-handedly shut down the Buckeyes' offense. So it was like, wow. And since the Vikings' weakness is interior pass protection in one-on-one spots, I'd rather. So the Vikings can handle Khalil Mack. Brian O'Neill has certainly neutralized number 52. Akeem Hicks, annoying. But then if you add BARMORE into that mix, not going to happen. Lastly, so the Packers, chilling number 29 overall. KADARIUS TONEY, the wide receiver, running back, utility, return man, everything coming out of Florida. Now, you could say Rondale Moore here from Purdue. You could say Rashad Bateman from the Gophers. You could say Terrace Marshall Jr. from LSU here as well. Basically, just a wide receiver. So since the Packers last year ignored the deepest wide receiver class in NFL history, they actually rectified that mistake. And if Aaron Rodgers comes back, the overrated octogenarian Aaron Rodgers. But Toney, man, it would suck because I really like Toney, and I don't want to just hate him with the fury of 1,000 suns, but that's what would happen. 6 foot, $193, human joystick, 70 catches, 984 yards receiving, 10 touchdowns this year as a breakout season as a senior with Kyle Trask. And Devontae Adams, who's not as good as Justin Jefferson and Thielen, does need a running mate. And it's not MVS. It's not Alan Lazard if he does come back. It's not Devin Funchess if and when he does come back. But Toney, I mean, Toney just hits different, man. It's because he's got the speed, he's got the agility, he's got the toughness. Even though he's a smaller player, he's got that game breaker ability as well. Plus, he can be used as a return man as well as a running back, utility player. Use him on jet sweeps. Like, you look at how the Packers and the 12-year-old boy schemed up stuff for Tyler Ervin, who, by the way, stole the Swervin Irvin name from Irv Smith Jr. Copyright. Trademark. You'll be hearing from our lawyers. Now, imagine if Tyler Ervin was good. That's what you have in KADARIUS TONEY, and that annoys me to no end. So if Rodgers returns, doesn't force a trade, he's all of a sudden going to have a viable receiving option once 17 guys are draped around Devontae Adams, who's not as good as Justin Jefferson and Adam Thielen, or Jordan Love gets a great number 2 receiver and dynamic threat in all phases. So, yeah, not so much. But that's it. That's a look around the NFC North. A couple of draft picks that I would hate as a Vikings fan to go elsewhere. What are your thoughts? Let us know in the comment section below. Subscribe for daily Vikings takes. Want to support our work? Pull some of the Venmo. But until next time, Skol, production value.